Greg Newsome talked about the reports that he requested a trade and also his role in a Jim Schwartz defense.
I was mad. I really just don't think people really truly understand how much, first of all, Cleveland means to me. Getting drafted here, the fans embracing me right away, just things like that. So I really just don't understand, something like that. I wouldn't do that. I truly adore Cleveland. So I was definitely mad. I think that was the last year's issue. Now with a new defensive coordinator, just being able to sit down, talk to him, see a new scheme and things like that. I feel like a little bit last year, I feel like I was more of a linebacker, in certain instances than an actual cornerback. Talking to Jim Schwartz and being able to get in his new scheme and things like that. I feel like we'll work very well together.
So are you open to playing some inside?
Yeah, I feel like that was never the clear issue was just not me playing in the slot. Against Cincinnati, guarding a guy like Tyler Boyd, guarding guys like that. I have no problem with doing that. I just feel like in certain cases it was just I was more of a linebacker than a cornerback.
And Jeff, when it's explained like that, I wouldn't want to do that if I was Greg Newsome either. That's not my skill set.
Well, I mean, if you're a guy who most of his life has played on the outside, you agree to be the guy that's going to go play on the inside, and now all of a sudden it's, oh, well, if it's a run assignment, you've got Derrick Henry. That's a whole new ballgame for a cornerback. And I think Jim Schwartz, and, I think Jim is going to mix things up, and I don't think we're just going to say Greg Newsome's going to be the nickel for every rep that he takes for this team. There'll probably be certain matchups that maybe he likes or prefers to put somebody else on the inside. But this is kind of also what happens. When guys don't get things in clarification, and it's great that Jim Schwartz came in, and, obviously he's been here for a while, but do you formally, sit down and, understand, what the expectation is of each role or each position within somebody else's defensive scheme? You don't know until you know. Hearing Greg talk like this, and it seems like obviously the focus was spoken a lot more in the coverage aspect of it. And for Greg, look, playing time is playing time. You don't want to be the guy on the outside looking in. And so, if you have to adapt a little bit and it means more reps, obviously that's something, you're looking to do, something you're going to do. And we've only heard about the nickel. I mean, he still has a chance to win the outside starting job, and maybe he'll kick inside, when the Browns go to a nickel and dime package. But it's good to see that Greg Newsome, and it appears everybody's on the same page. And, basically a headache has, been avoided before maybe the headache even was really there.